First, we have to make sure that our patient's sitting for 5 minutes, his feet are flat, legs uncrossed, and no clothing on the arm. Make sure that there's no nicotine or caffeine or alcohol consumption 30 minutes prior to the test, and no exercise 30 or 60 minutes prior. First, we're going to find the brachial artery. Attach the cuff. Make sure that the cuff is the proper size. So we put the stethoscope on top of the brachial artery and start pumping. Remember the first car cuff sound, and you should be releasing it by 2 to 3 millimeters per mercury per second. The first sound is the SBP, and the second sound, or the fifth sound, is the DBP. There's 4 spots where you could find your resting heart rate. The radial is a little bit below the wrist, right there. The carotid is over there. The carotid, which is over there. Remembering to not press any point too hard, it gives inaccurate readings. The temporal and the femoral. You could figure out the times by counting it for the full 60 seconds, counting to 10 and multiplying it by 10, or counting to 6 and multiplying it by 10. So I'm about to take the skin fold sites. They all have to be done on the right side of the body. And we're going to start with the triceps. Do it halfway between the acromion and the olecranon. It's a vertical fold. Make sure not to squeeze too hard or too little. Next we have the chest. For men, it's 1/2 the distance between the axillary and the nipple. And this is a diagonal fold. Next we have the mid-axillary, and it's a vertical fold. After that is a subscapulary fold, and it's diagonal. It's about 1 to 2 centimeters below the inferior angle of the scapula. Next we have the abdominal skin fold. It's a vertical fold viewed on the right side of the body, and it's 2 centimeters of the right of the umbilicus. Next Next we have the superciliac fold. It's a right diagonal fold. And take it on the right side.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll get it later.
Last, we have the thigh skin fold.
Okay,
Once again, you do it on the right side, and it's in between the anterior midline of the anterior midline of the thigh, halfway between the proximal border and the patella, and it's a vertical fold. So we're going to do the waist to hip ratio. You divide the waist by the hip, and we're going to do it in inches. Oh my gosh. 40 waist. Could you hold this on the side? Lower. It's your hip. Divided by 45. 30 divided by 45. Start in the down position. Make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. You could do some practice if you wish to. Make sure that you exhale with effort. And I'm gonna count how many push-ups you can do until you can do no more. Your stomach should not touch the ground, and you should touch your chin to the mat. And I'm gonna put your chest hits my hand, it counts as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Before doing the 1 rep max, we're going to make sure that the athlete has light resistance that he or she could do 5 to 10 times with the weight. We're going to make sure that the clips are on for safety, and the area is clean for any possible accidents, and make sure that he has a spotter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After a minute of rest, we estimate that the subject can can lift 275 pounds for 3 to 5 reps. And here he goes, making sure that the clips are on and a spotter for safety. After a 4-minute rest, my subject is about to attempt his 1 rep max of 300 pounds. My client's about to do the YMCA sit and reach test. He keeps his knees and legs on the ground and straight. His feet are spread 15 inches apart. He's going to hold his hands together and reach and hold the position. And this black mark starts at 15. So anything past 15 inches is how many extra inches of reach that he has. Go. And the client gets 3 tries. 18. And exhale while you. So his best reach was 19. My client's about to do the shoulder flexibility test. It measures multi-rotational components of the shoulder joints, and the procedure is to test the left shoulder by having the individual stand with the right arm straight. Start doing it. Then let the elbow bend so that the hand comes to rest with the palm down between the shoulder blades, like that. The individual reaches back with the left arm so the palm is up. And if the fingers touch, then he has good flexibility. It's fair if the fingertips are not touching but are less than 2 inches apart. So let's measure. No. So it's more than 2 inches. The fingertips are more than 2 inches apart, so he has poor shoulder flexibility. So we're getting ready to do the 40-yard dash. It's measured out here with these cones. And all the way out there is the person that's going to get the time. And here's our runner. Ready, set, go! Here's my client. He's about to do the pro agility 20-yard run. And there's the person on the line. And he's going to go from starts in the middle, goes all the way to the left, then all the way to the right, then back to the middle. Then the line girl's going to press, and that'll be his time. On your mark, get set, go. So my client's getting ready to do the T test, and there's 4 cones in a T. From A to B is 10 yards, and from the top C to D is 10 yards split up between C and B, 5 yards, and B and D, 5 yards. And the client must touch the cone, or every cone. And it's the best of 2 trials. Athlete shuffles back and forth through all the cones. So we're about to do the long jump here, the standing long jump, and there's a tape measure on the ground. It's taped, flat surface, asphalt, and my client's gonna straddle the tape measure with his feet parallel and about shoulder width apart, and he's gonna jump along the tape measure. Then I'm gonna take a stick and measure from the heel of his foot, and he's gonna get 3. Ready? Now stand. My client's getting ready to do his cardiorespiratory fitness test. He chose the 1.5 mile run. This track goes in a big circle. Each lap is a half a mile, exactly. And So he's gonna go around 3 times. I'm just gonna watch him take off and then just his return. All right, go. Wow, he's so fast. Keep going. Good time. My client is about to do a 400-meter run. We're gonna use the same track that we use for the 1.5-mile run. So he's gonna go halfway around this circle, and that'll be 400 meters. Go. He's about to finish his 400 meters.